She got a text at 2 a.m., and now I can't sleep. I swear, dude, I'm wide awake, staring at the ceiling fan like it holds all the answers. It's going round and round, just like my thoughts. Okay, so, picture this. I'm dead asleep, finally. Had a killer day at the office, you know, the usual corporate BS. Then, BZZT. Her phone lights up. 2:07 a.m. I crack an eye open, see her fumble for it. A quick glance, then she shoves it face down on the nightstand. Doesn't say a word. Naturally, my brain goes straight to DEFCON 1. I'm thinking, who the hell is texting my girl at 2 a.m.? And why is she acting like she just saw a ghost? I try to play it cool, roll over, pretend to sleep. But inside, full-blown panic. It's the kind of panic where you start inventing elaborate scenarios involving international spies and long-lost lovers. I know, it's ridiculous. But that's where my brain goes when I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and pure anxiety. Just a friend, she says in the morning, all casual. Going through stuff. Yeah, well, I'm going through stuff now, Sarah. Stuff like an existential crisis fueled by late-night texts and the crippling fear of being blindsided. So, just a friend, right? That's what she said. Like it's MBD. Like I'm supposed to just accept that some rando is texting her at freaking 2 a.m. about their stuff. My internal monologue was screaming, dude. Screaming. I mean, come on. Who's going through stuff at 2 a.m. that can't wait until, like, 9 a.m.? Is this friend fighting for their life in the quote retweets? Did they just get dumped via TikTok? What level of stuff requires immediate nocturnal attention? And the way she said it, so dismissive. Like I'm an idiot. I swear. She looked at me like I was one of those guys who still thinks the earth is flat. I wanted to be like, oh, okay. So you're running a crisis hotline for emotionally unstable insomniacs now? Cool. Cool. But I just nodded and choked down my spiraling thoughts. It's the just a friend that gets you, man. It's always the just a friend. That's the Trojan horse of relationship doom. It's like, looking back, there were signs, you know? Subtle shifts. I just didn't want to see them. Or maybe I did. But I told myself I was being paranoid. Like, she's always been a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl. Comfy, practical. Now, suddenly, it's sundresses and sandals. Not that I'm complaining about the sundresses, but it's a change. And she's always on her phone. Always. Used to be, we'd watch a movie, phones down. Now, she's scrolling through TikTok. Just catching up, she says. And her music taste? Don't even get me started. She used to make fun of my Spotify playlists. Now she's listening to the same sappy love songs. I even caught her looking at, I shit you not, tarot card readings online. Tarot cards. What is this? 2007 MySpace? New interests, new clothes, new music. It all adds up, right? Or am I just connecting dots that aren't there? That's the thing, man. I don't know anymore. Okay, so the oil change. This is where it gets even weirder. I offered to change her oil last weekend, you know, just being a decent boyfriend. She looked at me like I just offered to build her a freaking rocket ship. Seriously, the gratitude was intense. She kept saying how amazing and thoughtful I was. Like, I changed your oil, Sarah. I didn't solve world hunger. Later that night, she texts me. I can't stop thinking about how you changed my oil. Ma'am, it was Valvoline 5W, 30. Settle down. I swear, if I'd known changing her oil was the ultimate boyfriend flex, I would have done it months ago. But now I'm thinking, was that genuine? Or was she trying to overcompensate for something? Like, oh, Mark's being so nice. I feel guilty about texting Chad at 2 a.m. I'm probably overthinking it, right? Right? And get this. She used to be all about female empowerment, intersectional feminism, the whole shebang. Like, I'm not even kidding. She'd give me lectures about toxic masculinity while we were watching The Bachelor. No? It's like she's auditioning for the Stepford Wives. I'm not saying that liking sundresses and baking cookies is inherently anti-feminist, but it's a 180 from where she was, you know? She went from smash the patriarchy to what do you want for dinner? Honey, overnight. Honestly, I think all these Twitter feminists just need a good. Never mind, I'm not saying it. But I'm also not saying it. Maybe she just, found herself or something. Maybe I should be supportive of her journey. But it's hard when her journey seems to be leading her straight into the arms of someone else. Okay, real talk? This isn't the first time I've been down this road. I've been cheated on before, man. Multiple times. I'm basically a walking, talking infidelity magnet. My last girlfriend? Found out she was banging her personal trainer. The one before that? Turns out, late nights at the office meant late nights with her boss. I'm cursed, I swear. So, yeah. Maybe I'm a little sensitive about this stuff. Maybe I'm projecting my past trauma onto Sarah. But can you blame me? I'm like a dog that's been kicked too many times. I see a raised hand. I flinch. I know, not all women are the same. Sarah's not my ex's. But that little voice in the back of my head? It's screaming. And it's really hard to ignore. So, now I'm in full-blown detective mode. I'm scrolling through her Instagram, looking for clues like I'm on Law and Order, SVU. Who liked this photo from 3 weeks ago? Is that a new guy? Zoom in. Enhance. Enhance. It's pathetic, I know. I'm replaying conversations in my head, trying to find inconsistencies. Wait, she said she was at yoga on Tuesday, but her location data says she was at Chipotle? Did she lie about going to yoga? Is Chipotle the new friend? I'm even imagining the worst-case scenarios in my head. Like, full-on rom-com breakup scenes, complete with dramatic music and slow-motion walks in the rain. I'm basically writing a Lifetime movie in my head, and I'm not even getting paid for it. My brain is a dumpster fire of anxiety and overthinking. Send help, and maybe a therapist. Dinner last night was tense. You know that feeling when you're trying to have a normal conversation, but you're secretly interrogating someone? That was me. So, how was your day, babe? Innocent enough, right? But I was watching her eyes, looking for any sign of deception. Oh, the usual, she says, all breezy. Meetings, emails, the grind. Vague. So freaking vague. Anything interesting happen? I press, trying to sound casual. She hesitates, just for a split second, but I catch it. No, not really. Just the same old. Liar. I know she's lying. I can feel it in my bones. But I don't push it. Not yet. I'm playing the long game. I need more intel. I need concrete evidence. The whole meal was like walking on eggshells. We were talking, but not really communicating. Just two people pretending everything's fine, while a giant, unspoken question mark hung in the air between us. Then, last night, the universe threw me a freaking bone. We were watching TV, and she got up to grab a drink. Her phone was on the coffee table, face up. And wouldn't you know it, a notification pops up. I tried to look away. I swear I did. But my eyes are drawn to it like a moth to a flame. It was just a little icon, a tiny spark of digital doom. It was a dating app. Not gonna name names, but you know the one. The one everyone uses when they're just looking for friends. I didn't see the message. just the icon. But that was enough. My heart dropped into my stomach. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. She came back, oblivious. I acted like nothing happened. But inside, I was screaming. A dating app. Seriously? Just a friend, my ass. You know what else is messing with my head? I remember, like, a month ago, I went to pick her up from work. I was early, so I waited in the lobby. I saw her in the break room with some dude from her office. Let's call him Chad, because, come on, it's always Chad. I couldn't hear exactly what they were saying, but I caught snippets. Totally get what you mean, Sarah said, laughing. A laugh I hadn't heard in a while. A genuinely happy laugh. Then Chad says, yeah, it's just, sometimes you gotta prioritize your own happiness. You know. And Sarah nods, like you just dropped some profound truth bomb on her. They were standing close, too close. The kind of close that says, I'm emotionally available and possibly DTF. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just coworkers shooting the breeze. But now it all clicks into place. Now I see it for what it probably was, emotional cheating, at the very least. And it's not just the potential cheating. It's the feeling that I'm doing all the freaking work in this relationship. I'm the one who makes dinner most nights. I'm the one who handles the bills. I'm the one who remembers her mom's birthday. She used to be more involved. Now, it feels like she's just going through the motions. Like she's checked out emotionally. I know relationships aren't always 50-50ths, but it's starting to feel like 80-20ths, and I'm on the losing end. I'm starting to resent her for it, even though I know that's probably not fair. It's the little things, you know? The fact that she hasn't asked me about my day in weeks. The fact that she never offers to do the dishes anymore. The fact that she seems more interested in her phone than in me. It all adds up to this feeling that I'm investing way more than I'm getting back. And that's a recipe for disaster. And it's not just about the chores, dude. It's like she's building a freaking wall around herself. She rearranged the apartment last month to make it more functional, she said. But really, she just moved all my stuff into one corner of the living room and claimed the rest of the space as her own. She's been spending more time with her friends, which I'm starting to suspect are all figments of her imagination. Or, you know, Chad, she used to tell me everything. Now, it's like pulling teeth to get her to open up about anything. We used to cuddle on the couch every night, watch movies, talk about our dreams. Now, she just sits on the other end of the couch, scrolling through her phone. Completely absorbed in whatever digital world she's escaped to. It's like I'm living with a roommate, not a girlfriend. And a roommate who's secretly plotting my demise. Or at least, my eviction from her carefully curated personal space. So, last night, I almost said something. I was going to be all mature and communicative, you know? Sarah, babe. I've been feeling a little disconnected lately. Is everything okay? That was the plan. But then I saw her scrolling through her phone again, a little smile playing on her lips. And I just couldn't. Instead, I went with the passive-aggressive route. Wow, you're really glued to that thing tonight, I said, with just the right amount of sarcasm. She barely looked up. Just catching up on some stuff, she mumbled, her eyes still glued to the screen. Yeah, I bet, I muttered under my breath. Smooth, Mark. Real smooth. Way to handle the situation like a freaking adult. I'm such a coward. I can't even have a simple conversation without turning it into a passive-aggressive minefield. I'm basically a relationship terrorist. I even texted my buddy, Dave, earlier. I was all, hey man, quick question. Is it normal for your girl to be texting some dude at 2 a.m.? Of course. I downplayed the whole thing. Made it sound like I was just curious, not spiraling into a vortex of paranoia and despair. Just wondering, I typed, adding a casual shrug emoji. Dave, being the bro that he is, was like, nah dude, that's SUSAF. Unless she's a doctor or something. Which, didn't exactly help. But then he followed it up with, but hey, maybe you're just overthinking it. You always do that. And that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted someone to tell me I'm crazy, that I'm imagining things. That Sarah's totally loyal and I'm just being an insecure idiot. But deep down, I know that's not true. I know something's up. I just don't want to admit it. So here I am, back in bed, staring at the ceiling. The ceiling fan is still mocking me with its rhythmic rotations. Sarah's asleep next to me, completely oblivious to the internal war raging inside my head. I can hear her breathing, slow and steady, peaceful. How can she be so peaceful? I want to trust her. I really do. I want to believe that I'm just being paranoid. That she's still the girl I fell in love with. But the dating app icon keeps flashing in my mind. The just a friend excuse keeps ringing in my ears. I'm caught between wanting to shake her awake and demand the truth, and wanting to bury my head in the sand and pretend everything's okay. I don't know what to do. I'm trapped in this limbo of doubt and suspicion, and I don't see a way out. That 2 a.m. text, it's still haunting me. It's like a ghost in our relationship. A constant reminder that something's not right. I don't get it, man. What happened? Where did we go wrong? Was I not good enough? Did I not change enough oil? Is this what happens after 8 years? Do people just drift apart? Do they just wake up one day and realize they're not in love anymore? And what am I supposed to do now? Do I confront her? Do I snoop through her phone like some desperate psycho? Do I just pack my bags and leave? I'm so freaking angry. I'm angry at her. I'm angry at Chad. I'm angry at that stupid 2 a.m. text. And I'm angry at myself for being such a freaking idiot. I don't even know if she's cheating on me. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm just projecting all my past trauma onto her. But what if I'm not? What if she's really falling for someone else? What if I'm about to lose the best thing that's ever happened to me? God, I hate this. I hate everything about this. I just want to go back to sleep. But I can't. Because she got a text at 2 a.m. and now I can't sleep. And I don't know what the hell to do.